Alrighty, y'all. This will be the tutorial for SubItUp. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. This should be the welcome email that you had received in regards to being a part of the Desk Assistant Poly position. So the first thing you're going to need to do is just click the Set Your Password. Because the way we had it set up, you had to reset your password right off the bat. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my password. And this should say password reset. All right, go back to your login, and on your end, I'm going to see if this works for me. I'm not sure yet. Just enter your email and your password that you're using, and then click Employee and log in. So this is the screen that you should be greeted with right off the bat. All right, so now that we're on this screen, you're going to come over here to your task menu, and you should have the star that says My Availability. Some of you may have a 1 or a 2 in this section, just depending on which desk locations you work. So the way we had to set it up is all of our residential halls, so Palo, Sentry, and North Res, they're all under 1, and then Quad 3 is under a separate one, only because our hours are a little bit different over there. And so for those of you that are in the Poly desks, or Desk Assistant Poly, that is just for residence halls. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that one. So you'll want to click that, and it should bring up this information. And so this is where it's going to get a little bit more challenging, as we are, what we'll need from you is to fill out each one of these blocks. And I know it's going to be a little bit complicated at first, but it's going to make it really easy. One of the things I want to mention is each one of these blocks represents the time. If you are available for, let's just say this shift here from 12 to 2, you go ahead and click that little plus button, and it will turn this box green. For example, though, if you're not available for this shift on Monday, you'll want to click the minus, and that'll show it red. That shows that you're completely unavailable for that time. Now, the difference is with this no preference button. So I'll go ahead and click it, and you see there's no change here because it's still grayed out. No preference means that you are available for this time, but it's not your first choice. So if you put no preference, there is still a potential that you can work these hours. So if that means that you have 2 hours before class, let's say on Monday or on Sundays here, and you're not sure if you want to work that, well, you can put no preference, and if something opens up for that time, it will fill you in there if it's necessary. Although I do want to make mention to one more thing. While you're looking here, you can just click the plus sign. Yes, you'll have to click them all for each block during this hour. You can also put that you would prefer to work at a certain desk, so Sentry, North Res, or Palo, just through this system here itself. So it does show that there are 3 different availability slots. Or you can go, I prefer to work Sentry, and I don't want to work Palo, and I prefer not to work North Res, but I can. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, fill in my availability. Myself as a manager, I'm still going to be doing this, and then I'll get back and I will show you what your next steps are. All right, so once you have all of your availability in, yes, I know mine is all red, but it's a different story for the desk managers. We're going to be doing some auto-assigning of our own hours if necessary. But you'll want to go ahead and click this button that says Submit to Manager, and then, of course, read through it. Once you have submitted your availability, it is a little bit harder to go back and change it, as I'm going to have to reopen your availability on my end. That way you can go in and do that. I can also change it manually for you, but it doesn't allow you to change it after you submit it. I don't understand why, but we'll work on those as we can. Aside from that, so go ahead and click Send, and then it should show that you have confirmed your availability here. So you can go back and click into it, and as you can see, it is now permanent, and it doesn't allow me to switch, and then the legend looks a little bit different. For those of you that are working Quad 3, it is the same thing, just go into your requested. It is a little bit more shortened, only because it reflects that we are open from 8 to 5, rather than 24/7. Again, you'll just hit Submit to Manager when you're completed with that as well. If you have questions about SubItUp, feel free to let me know, but that is how you submit your availability. I'll create a couple more of these screencasts to show you some of these other features that are in here as well. Until now, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you later.